Hello people, how you doing? Every time I talk to my sister about it goes both ways, she makes an excuse to change the subject, or she talks to her dog, or whatever, because she doesn't want to hear the truth. That hating of gender goes both ways. She's one-sided. Again, I tried to tell her yesterday, she made a joke about it. And then she made another excuse saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I changed the subject, but I want to talk about my dog." No, she changes subjects for an excuse because she thinks I'm offending her. So fucking what if I am? If I am, I'm telling the truth, and she's got to face the truth that it goes both ways. And now she's saying she ain't listening to my videos anymore because I'm a bad guy because I'm telling the truth and I'm talking against her. No, I'm not. I'm trying to tell her what's facts. But on here, she's such a hypocrite. She she talks about the New World Order and shit. And she doesn't talk about feminists being part of it. No, she don't. MGTOW community and that. And yes, Beck, I listen to MGTOW. I didn't tell you yesterday because you're going to call me a man-hater. But MGTOW is telling the truth about you, woman. That's why men are going their own way. Unfair divorce courts, taking away kids from a man, cheating on a man, gynocentrism, misandry. Misandry is called man-hating. Misogyny is woman-hating. But no, you want to believe only men hate women. And then you wonder why I say Hitler did a good thing. Because he was getting rid of the corrupt. And if I say Hitler was like Trump and you yell at me for it, he was. He was getting rid of the corrupt. It may have been brutal, may have been gruesome, but he did. He almost got rid of the problems we have today. If the Americans didn't do no Versailles or did World War II, he would have gotten rid of the problems. Now we have to finish the job. Isn't that sad? We have to finish the job now. And if I say that the Versailles caused ethnic German genocide, she's going to say, well, Hitler killed his Germans. No, not true at all. Versailles did. The Russians did it. Russians were not really our ally from the beginning. They weren't. So shut up about that. And yes, I'm mad today, Becky, because every time I tell you it goes both ways, you want to change the subject because you want to think it's not true. Just like the dog yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry I changed the subject. I'm just talking about my dog. And then lady cops talk about men wearing tattoos all over his arm. Look at one. She's wearing one over her arm. I told her about it. She laughs at me and says, "James, Dell, what are you talking about?" Like my sister. "James, Dell, what are you talking about?" Like I'm crazy. No, I'm not. She made fun of a man wearing all the tattoos, yet she does. It's always the man that's being put down. Always. Never a woman anymore, just a man. Because women are God's chosen spoiled little brats like the Jews are. Mama's little crybabies. That's why. And look at the lady police, Becky, that died in Chicago. Look at the whole world worshipped her like she was God. She was a hero. But what about a man, Becky? Do they do that to him when he dies? And he's a police? No. Because they favor the vagina. That's why. They favor her because she's supposed to be Jewishy and angelic. No. We're angels. not no woman. We were originally, we always will be, we always were, and we'll always will be. Not no woman. You could believe in that all you want, but no. God appointed men to do this stuff. To be in the army and that. Women were to stay home and men were to sacrifice them. Now look at the woman today. I got this preacher woman. I met Linda. I don't want to even want her to come to my house anymore because churches are even implementing feminism. They're saying, man, it ain't good for a man. She said it ain't good for a man. I said it ain't good for a man to be alone. Sorry. Because God made woman for man. You know what this girl said? I wonder why Rana was right about Linda. She says, but God didn't say it's not good for a woman to be alone, which means she could be independent, selfish, happy. If God is like that, I don't want to know him. Then I wonder why the victim and he kicked out now is his enemy, why I'm his enemy, why I'm not gonna say is his enemy even. Single men are his enemy. You know. Which in a way they believe in God, but they're still his enemy regardless. Because they're bitter. Because they know God's unfair. Even global man knows that. Well, Mactown community, I'm just telling you. There's an unfair spirit out there. Well, Adam with no Eve channel, and you're right. I always believed you. God is unfair. Yes, he is. And what the guy did in the 30s was trying to get rid of all this bullshit. And my sister's gonna hate me for it because I said that. But it's true. He was trying to get rid of bullshit because of what the Versailles caused. And Jews were in a part of Versailles as well. Versailles as well, because they're trying to disarm the Germans. And guess what? They got their consequences in return. And those weren't the real Jews anyway. They were fake. Khazaria. They knew their identity. The real Jews don't know their identity. The Germans, they found out they were descendants of Assyrians. Black Israelites discovered what they are, but they go too far, saying we're Edomites, but we're Germanic, and we're Assyrian, which are related to the Muslims before they became Muslims, which are Sumerians. They're confusing us with the Edomites. And also, unless they're saying we're living Edomite life and we should get out of it, which we're not really Edomites, but they're saying we're not really Edomites, but we should get out of that lifestyle. Well, that could be true, but we're not Edomites. We're conversion. And, my sister said she wasn't going to listen to my videos no more because I'm evil. Because I'm telling the truth and I'm trying to correct her. And she doesn't want to be corrected. Now, if I corrected her, we would be friends. We're not really friends. We just talk to each other on the phone. But every time I tell her this stuff, she wants to change the subject on purpose. I know it's on purpose. I'm not stupid. And if women keep going one-sided, there is going to be another Hitler, and I'm going to give him credit because he's trying to get rid of corruption. It could even be me. You never know. Because I'm thinking about becoming a leader. All this corrupt stuff, New World Order, all that is Feminism has got to go. Fake jewelry has got to go. And my sister thinks Jews are white. No, they're not. Even said it in the Bible, they're not white. They're all races, but they mention black ones. They're black. The Bible even describes them, and the word on there says black. And the others that descended from black became Assyrians, which are Germanic, which are us. Edomites, which are the fake Jews, and Romans, and I don't know what they are, but a couple of fake populations of them. And the real ones are Indian, Native Americans, Germans, Irish. Not that much British, but, because they believed in a Versailles too. Russians, they're Edomites. Women, they're related to the Khazaria. So, it's sad. I can't tell my sister nothing. And then she says that she ain't listening to my videos no more because I'm telling the truth. Now, she wouldn't have dropped the subjects all the time and that. I wouldn't be advertising this. And she wouldn't be embarrassed if she wouldn't have did this. And then it says that it upsets us both. Why would it upset her? She's one-sided. If she's that cold, she wouldn't have been upset. Maybe because she's too sensitive. Because every time I mention the word man-hater, she gets upset. Because she hates the word. Because she knows I'm telling the truth, but she don't want to admit it. Because women want to believe they're Jewishy, perfect, sacred. No, women ain't sacred. Jews are not sacred. They can be just as evil and things like anybody else. We're God's chosen, not them. And we're going to put on a police. When a male police dies, he's going to be worshipped over. Moses said, this includes women too, that are being worshipped because they're dead, because they're police, and the whole world, even China, sees it and worships her because she died in Chicago. She's a human being, and they worship her because of her vagina like she's an angel or God. What about the men? The whole world don't do men like that. Double standard. Double standard. My sister will agree with me on that, but who knows? What she's one-sided about, who really knows? She could be for that too. I don't know, but anything's possible. Something's telling me she is. Whether it's the devil or God, they're telling the truth about that. Something could be telling me she is siding with them. She tells me she's not. And then she drops the subjects every time I say it goes both ways. So I believe she believes military and cops still lady should be in there. Because if she's dropping subjects on purpose, which I believe she is, and this and that because she don't want to admit it, which would cause another Hitler, which I'll be happy if I see one. Or if I be one, I'll be happy to get rid of this bitterness that women put on us. I'll be happy to see the slaughter, or if I slaughtered, just to get rid of the evilness that are here. Like Hitler tried to get rid of the evil, yet they say he was evil. He did it for vengeance because of the ethnic German genocide. And yes, some Jews did participate in it. And some women did too. But there's non-feminist women in the army, which were non-feminists, confusing other feminists, but have differences. They still got married, while feminists are too independent, don't want to get married. They killed off the feminists. They killed off the Jews. They killed off the communists. They killed off the Versailles period. They were all the Versailles, trying to disarm them. Germans couldn't defend themselves. They were being killed, so they rearmed to protect those people and hired evil doctors and asked for vengeance. My sister wants to get mad at me for that. Why don't she look up?